on behalf of my great-great-great-grandfather. This is taking way too long.
On this past Sunday, June 7th, 2020, we here at Life Church had opportunity to do what I believe is required in this time, and that is to have both sides of the table engage in open dialogue and conversation regarding these matters of race.
I was born in 1960, so as a child I have memories of the social and civil rights issues that were going on back in that day. And I guess as I grew, as I got older, it just seemed that those things had been dealt with or had improved. So I just went about living my life. And then this past Sunday I had an opportunity to sit in the sanctuary with a large group of other people of color, and I was able to hear their stories of the issues that they faced, but their stories were not stories from decades ago. Their stories are stories from today and things that have continued to happen, and it's just it's rattled me, and I've struggled to know what to do about it.
Who else have ever felt like you don't matter? When that happens, how do you feel?
I'd say it doesn't rock my identity, but it makes me feel like no matter what, I'm just not gonna be good enough for certain people.
It was really how the young people were feeling. That impacted me so, of feeling like they didn't have value. And even with the things that I went through in my generation of being, racially profiled, of having to not be able to go into places, I never felt valueless. But to hear the young people feel that they didn't have value and like they weren't worth anything, that really impacted me. And, it spurred me to want to talk to them more if they're willing, and to just realize and know that God has you very valuable in His heart and His mind. That's why you're here. You're not here by accident. We have to treat people not the way that they treat you, for them to see the love of God. Now yourself, your flesh, is not going to want that to happen, really. So I would say it's because you have to be fervent and say, God help me. And I think the big word was, I was willing. I said, Lord, I'm willing to let your love come out.
Racism remains ever present in our nation. Comes in various forms, whether overt or covert. We're at a pivotal time in our nation, and I believe it's time for the church to take its rightful place in helping to be an effector of change in this area.
The time to do this is now. It is time to address these issues. Things have to change. It is time for these things to stop.
I encourage everybody to go and take a look at the full conversation. It will help you to learn more about where you're at in your own mind, and it will help the church learn how to love. That way it could be spread abroad, but it needs to start in the church.